So I'm gonna try to talk a little louder, since in the last video you guys couldn't really hear me that well at some parts. So today's video, real short and sweet, things not to do and things to do, I guess, when you have flame map. Doesn't matter what tune it is. Like me, like right now I'm in map 3. I'm in eco map, like map 2's flame map, but I'm in map 3. So first thing, make sure your oil is full. Like, check your oil, make sure it's clean. I mean, if it's dirty, then obviously I wouldn't recommend doing it. Make sure your oil's full, make sure it's somewhat clean. Check your oil before you do it. Second thing, if you have a 370Z, you have no excuse. You see this gauge right here? That is your oil temp gauge. That tells you what temperature your oil is at. Don't turn your Z on and just immediately start doing flame map. Like, it's kind of sad that I need to say that, but I've seen people do that, where they just get in their car, turn it on, start doing flame map. Like, no, like that's how you blow your motor. Like, just don't do that. So for you guys that have a 370Z, no excuse. You have an oil temp gauge right there. Operating oil temp is at 180. So don't do your flames until your car is completely warmed up. Otherwise, you're just gonna kill the life of your motor. And then also, the opposite. Don't let it get too hot. I see people that just sit there and will just rev it and park. Like, okay, if you want to rev it for like just like a few seconds and park, yeah, that's fine. But you gotta realize, like, you're not getting any airflow. So you guys already know how fast the oil temp goes up when you do a pull, when you have airflow. Now imagine how fast it's gonna go up when you're just sitting there, just revving it.
Later that same evening.
Oh shit! Hey, water!
A snack pack. Don't let your oil, like if you're gonna sit there and rev it, make sure you have an oil cooler at least, but you guys should have that regardless. And then don't let it go past 230 max. But really, if you're doing a 180 degree oil temp and then it gets to 200, just stop. Like, don't keep revving it. Like, you're just killing the life of your motor. Guys that have a G37 or 350Z or G35 that don't have an oil temp gauge, get one. Like, it's not that expensive. You can easily just get one. If you have a G37 and you're tuned obviously on EcuTech, just get the EcuTech Bluetooth dongle. It's $200. You can plug it in and you can do it on your phone, and you can put everything on there. You can even see your oil temp on there. I know you can on 370, like I could see it on there, so you should be able to see it on the G37 on EcuTech. UpRev, I don't think you can read that. I'm not sure. I've never had UpRev before. If UpRev doesn't have it, then clearly just get an aftermarket oil temp gauge. Also, after you do flames, okay, like you sit there and you rev it and you do flames and whatnot, don't just turn the car right off. Like, you gotta realize your shit is hot. Your exhaust thing's hot. Don't just do it, get everything hot, and then just turn the car off. Just drive the car, or let the car sit for a few minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes. Let the oil temp go back down, just kind of let everything recirculate, and then turn it off. Small things you guys do that will make a big difference in the life of your motor. And it's just sad the amount of times I've seen people just turn on their car, do flames when the motor's not even like warmed up, and then right when they're done, they'll just turn it off. Like, no, like that's awful. Like, whenever I would do flames, I always make sure the oil temp's right at 180, and then when I do it, I let the car cool off. Like, I'll drive it for a little bit, or I'll just let it sit for a minute, and then I'll turn it off. And then also, you're gonna do backfiring and flames a lot, change your spark plugs more often. Your coils usually won't go out really that fast unless you're really abusing it, but your plugs are going to go out before your coils. So just be prepared to change your oil a lot and change your spark plugs. How often you do flames is going to determine how often you change your oil and spark plugs. Like, I'm at like 5,000 miles. I'm changing my oil next week, and I just checked my oil today and it's still not even black because I don't do flame map. Like, I don't even like beat on the car. I literally just drive it like this. I drive it normal, and the oil's not even really that dirty yet. But every now and then, if I want to do flames, yeah, I do it, but I make sure it's up to temp. So just do those small little things, guys, because those will make a big difference in the life of your motor. Can't stress that enough. Just make sure it's up to temp. If you don't have an oil temp gauge for your G37s or Q50s or Q60s, just get EcuTech, get it on your phone. And then if you're on UpRev, just get an aftermarket oil temp sensor or gauge, and there you go. That's literally all you need. And then just make sure you're using good oil. Use 5W40. Don't use 530 because it's too thin. For the VHR 37, I know 530 is too thin, so use 540 like diesel oil. You can use Rotella or Valvoline. I've used Valvoline before. W40, it's definitely gonna help. I just feel like this video needed to be made. I hope you guys who didn't know it, or if you guys didn't know any of these, then definitely take this advice. It'll definitely help. It'll definitely help the life of your motor, and it's really just common sense. I mean, it's just sad that like I need to make a video on this, but I've just seen it and I just feel like more people need to know like how to take care of their car. A lot of VQ owners are usually like teenagers or like early 20s, and all they do is like literally straight pipe and intake and tune their car, and then they want to just shoot flames and go do like fuckboy kind of stuff, and then they don't keep up the maintenance on their car. So just take some advice, guys. And if you guys know anyone that's personally like blown their motor or just doesn't take care of their car or something, if you got like a funny story, just leave it in the comments below. But I'm gonna try to keep uploading more like with short little videos like this for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something from it if you didn't know any of this. And thanks for watching.
Later that same evening.
Don't drive away! Someone said let it burn. What the fuck? That didn't do anything. Fuck. But why does nobody have water? Holy shit. Oh fuck.
Hey, we need more water!
Holy shit. God damn!
Yeah, that's why you have a drifter. Your car makes it.
Yes, sir!
Hey, fuck my shoes.
God damn, bro!
Yeah, fuck your shoes. Yeah, don't put that in.
Yeah.
Hey, I dare you to touch that.
It's the next day. So yeah, or last night I was making that video talking about, you know, flames, this and that, and then ironically the car meet that I go to that I wasn't even planning on going to, there's VQs shooting flames, like okay, normal stuff, like yawn, whatever. Well, this guy, like, he did it, I don't even know how long, he did it for like 5 minutes straight, like, and then he stopped, and then he kept doing it, stopped, kept doing it, and then me and a buddy were like joking, like, dude, this guy's gonna blow his motor, like you could smell the oil from it bad. And then I was just amazed how long that motor was lasting. I'll put some clips in for you guys of last night. The guy literally caught his bumper on fire, and yeah, people had water, but no one actually had a fire extinguisher except my friend that I was like next to. It's funny, like, take this as a perfect example of what not to do with flame map. Like, don't just sit there and rev it. Like, yeah, if you want to sit there and rev it for a little bit, yeah, okay, cool. But like, it's so bad for your car. It's so hard on everything. So definitely like, just do your maintenance. And like, I told that guy, I'm like, bro, like he messaged me on Instagram for the video, and I'm like, bro, like, please check your oil, do an oil change, like, and check your plugs. So like, perfect example of what not to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just it was so ironic that happened the same day I recorded that video, and this is the next day. So I'm gonna try to keep doing some more frequent uploads for you guys. If you guys want to support the channel, just leave a thumbs up, and I'll do my best to keep giving you guys content and talking about some topics while we wait to mod the Z. So thanks for watching.